You know, I didn't initially plan on doing a video like this, but I wanted to because I guess I just want to share the memory. I don't know how many people from my city this video specifically is going to reach, but to those it does reach, it might bring back some memories. Usually you hear the back in my day uh, fun center stories from millennials and late Gen Xers, but there are some places that early Gen Zers, such as myself, I'm a 2007 baby, also remember. And I'm going to talk about two of those places that made the city of Lincoln, Nebraska fun. Because let's face it, this city really isn't all that exciting anymore. The reason is because yesterday I went to the Rolla-Rena in Beatrice, Nebraska. And when I got home, I tried to go to bed and I couldn't stop thinking about these two places. So, might as well. The first place I want to talk about is the one that is closest to me. The address was 300 South 48th Street. It opened in 1954 and it was originally called the Arena Skate Center. In 1976, they changed the name to the Arena Skate World. Then 3 years later, in 1979, with partnership of another skate center, they changed the name to Holiday Skate World, the North location, because there was apparently one on the south side of town. And then in 1996, they changed the name to the one, at least kids my age remember the most, Skate Zone. Skate Zone is a roller skating rink, if it wasn't obvious. It was a place that made many memories for hundreds of thousands of people. It was fun. It was kind of like a mini arcade and skate rink built into one, and I think it was slightly bigger than Rolla-Rena. One of the most memorable things about it was there was a Street Fighter II arcade machine right next to the first entrance onto the main skate floor. But I'm sure most other people will probably remember the little frozen pickle juice cups that you could buy. And the fact that the DJ booth was actually low enough that you could actually tell your request to the DJ and the DJ would be able to hear you. And also the DJ booth was on the northeast side of the skating floor, so kind of like the opposite side of where you entered from. Now, Skate Zone wasn't the most up-to-date place. It had that sort of black outer space carpet with the multicolored swirls and dots and stuff. And also, its whole fire protection system were the cheap First Alert SA303 ionization smoke alarms that ran off of 9-volt batteries, not like a commercial fire alarm system. But it was still a pretty popular place. You would hear about it all the time in elementary school. Everyone loved Skate Zone. I even had, I think it was either my 7th or my 8th birthday party there. It was a pretty poppin' place. But that place is no longer, unfortunately, because Skate Zone closed their doors in April of 2017, and the building itself went down a couple of years later, which is now a hotel. which is kind of a downgrade because one of the last few places that made this city exciting got replaced with a hotel. I don't understand. But Skate Zone will forever have its hold on us and our childhood. And I was lucky enough to experience it for 10 whole years before they shut down. The next place was what made summer vacation interesting. This was back before I did warning siren stuff, like first Wednesday of the month and things like that. And it was back before I probably even knew that warning sirens were a thing. It is a place called Champions Fun Center. This place closed more recently than Skate Zone. It closed in, I think, August of 2020. Then it reopened in 2021, and then it closed again for obvious reasons, the COVID-19 pandemic. It was then renamed to Club LNK, which I think is also now permanently closed. But Champions Fun Center had quite a lot. There was a built-in bowling alley, one of those indoor jungle gym type things. This one had a kind of like had a swing that was a rope and like a rubber. It was either rubber or foam like disc that was tied to the end by a knot. And I climbed through that thing who knows how many times. There was also arcades. There was a place upstairs for a birthday party, and one of my friends had a birthday party there a long time ago. There was also an indoor pizzeria and an outside, almost fairgrounds type thing. There was one, I don't remember what it's called, but it lifts you in the air so high that it drops you down. Back up, drops you down. Don't remember what that's called, but it had one of those. And it had one of the longest go-kart tracks in the whole city. Again, a lot of fond memories there. Although Champions wasn't as busy as Skate Zone. I think it was very rare where I would go there and see other people there. So it was usually just me, my sister, and my grandpa, or other family members if we went together. But I don't think we did. And it was, those places were basically like magic to me. I don't know about anyone else, but Skate Zone was 60 years of making memories. Champions was only 20. Although I haven't been to Champions since I got obsessed with fire alarms, I think. So I had no clue what their system was like. But I think it was horizontal strobe Wheelock MTs or Wheelock NSs. I don't remember. But they're both closed now. Skate Zone is lost to time because they tore it down. And Champions, the building is still up, although it's hard to tell what is next for Champions or Club LNK. And it's unfortunate that both of them had to go. But nothing ever lasts forever, unfortunately. But We can either be sad they had to go, or be happy that we got to be there when they were open. And I choose to be happy that I was there when they were open. Because things just have to go sometimes. In the words of the Steve Miller Band, nobody loves you like the way I do. And that's what it's like talking about Champions Fun Center and Skate Zone. Two places that we hold dear to our hearts. And we're happy that we got to experience them when we had the chance. I'm Jack's Vaccine Safety, signing off with another video. I'll see you all in the next one, which may finally be another vacuum video, or it may be another siren video. Who knows? But yeah, peace.